Hi, my name is James Cowan, and I'm a candidate for the State House of Representatives in Michigan's 50th District. Our economy is undergoing a fundamental shift. In the 20th century, we were a large base manufacturing state. In the 21st century, we've shifted that, and we're turning into a service sector and small business-based society. And I think that our economic strategy has to reflect that. We know, according to the Department of Commerce and from Entrepreneur Magazine and other sources, that 75% of new jobs are created in small business, and 55% of our nation's gross domestic product is created from the private sector. For that reason, I believe that we need to spur small business growth by creating small business incubation centers where companies can grow at low cost and pool their resources. We need to create small business incubation zones where they can receive additional tax credits and help from the cities and municipalities in which they're growing. We need to create microloan programs so that we can help those who would like to start a business get access to the capital that they need, as opposed to waiting for a bank to say yes, or has so often been the case lately, to say no. Most importantly, I'd like to exempt the first $100,000 of business income from Michigan business taxes. Doing this won't help the big companies, but it will help new companies to start up and grow faster. Education is the fundamental element of our 21st century growth strategy. Education costs money, but so does ignorance. So we need to invest in long-term education that prepares our children for the future by teaching them foreign languages, advancing their base in science, engineering, and math, and helping them to compete for the jobs that are going to be created by this new economy. Most importantly, we need to recognize the role that our teachers and educational support staff play in the future of our children. We have to allow our schools greater access to sinking funds so that they can upgrade technology and upgrade their buses. We also have to provide a stable funding source for our public schools. I support the Michigan Education Association, and I'm proud to have earned their endorsement, and that's why I stand with them in saying enough is enough with cuts to public schools. I have two main priorities with our state's budget. The first goes back to education. I think we have to separate the education budget from the regular fiscal budget. I think we ought to require our legislators to pass it no less than 60 days before the start of the school year, and I think we should fine them for each day that they fail to pass an education budget. I think we can do the same with the rest of the fiscal budget, but we're going to have to undergo a fundamental shift in our tax strategy. Our businesses are struggling, and at the present time, they're taxed too much. The individuals who need our help the most aren't getting it because we don't have a streamlined government structure and we don't have a tax policy that works for everyone. The biggest thing we can do in our government is to reform the way that we think fundamentally. A lot of my opponents have talked about what government can do to fix our problems. Well, government as of late has become our problem. We've got to streamline our operations, we've got to become leaner, we've got to become more efficient. Until we cut the waste and streamline services to our citizens, fixing the budget is just a band-aid to a sucking chest wound. We've got a lot of work to do, but I believe that we can do it if we sit down, get rid of all the partisan division, and just work through our problems together. The most fundamental change we need in Michigan is cooperation.